Hello all, Jamie Rodgers here from Craftmania, and today we are having a look at our brand new die of the week. But before we move into that, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the bell so you're notified of all of our future videos. We would hate for you to miss a single thing that's coming your way. Today's video, as I say, is all about our brand new die of the week, and we are having a look at a classic Sue Wilson die. This week we are featuring the Thank You die set. Now this one is really lovely because it comes with two dies, and you've got an outside edge and then you've got your filigree inlay cut die. Now at this point normally I would share with you the dies. I'm going to be honest because I think honesty is always the best policy. Because I was on TV this week, I got ahead with my samples and I made all of these a couple of weeks ago ready for today, and I don't know where I've put the die. I've lost it. I can't find it anywhere. It's gone, like magic. Gone. So I'll just have to tell you about it this week and show you the samples, but it's very clear to see. We're very lucky. It's a simplistic die in how it works, but an incredible one for you to have in your collection, and who doesn't need a thank you sentiment? So it's a really lovely one to have. But once again, two dies. You've got your outside oval die, then you've got your filigree cut in word. It's such a pretty one, and we've got it for you on a fantastic price. This should be £8.99, but at the moment we've got it on offer for £4, so better than half price. Now, of course, anytime you spend over £5 here with us at Craftmania, your P&P in the UK is completely free. So if you can find something else around the website, you've got 10,000 products to choose from for just £1 or more, then you're going to qualify for your free UK P&P. So it's a great way to get this one sent to your door without having to pay any nasty P&P costs. Now, of course, if you're watching internationally, we ship all over the world. That's no problem. And your P&P is capped at £10. And by that, what we mean is it doesn't matter how much you spend, what you choose to order, the most you will pay is £10. If your P&P is over £10, which being honest with you, it usually is, here at Craftmania, we will actually pay that for you. If it's just a die maybe, and it's a less expensive country to send to, then if your P&P comes in at under £10, we will actually refund the difference for you. So as we say, the most you will pay is that £10, and we will cover the rest for you. So let's delve in and have a little look through the samples, because this one's a real cracker and I have a feeling you're going to fall in love with it. Actually, before we do that, let's tell you where to go and get hold of it. Pop onto the website, www.craftmaniacrafts.com. On there, you'll find a little bar that runs across the screen if you're on a desktop, or a little bar that drops down as a menu if you're on a mobile device. And either or, you will find a little tab that says Die of the Week. If you give that a click and head through, you're going to see little pictures of all of the dies of the week that we've bought you this year. And you can give that picture a click and it will take you through to a page. And on that page, not only will the die of the week that we're talking about be on there, all of the bits from the projects I'm about to share with you will also be shown. So if you fall in love with a colour of card, a gem, a flower, a leaf, whatever it is, have a little look and it'll be on that page for you. As I mentioned, we have over 10,000 items at Craftmania, and I would hate for you to have to go searching for something as small as a little gem if we can pop it on that page and save you a bit of time. So once again, head onto the website, look for that page. If you're lost, then do not fear. In the description to this video, there will be a link to that page that will take you directly to it. So let's delve in and have a little look at what you could be creating with this die set, shall we? So once again with our die set, you receive two different dies. You've got the outside oval and then the filigree Thank You. And that gives you lots of options. When we bring in our samples, it'll probably make it slightly clearer as I don't have the dies to show you today. Now with our outside oval, this is great for cutting into your top layer. You can then take your Thank You, which then doesn't have an outside edge attached to it because it's that separate oval, and you can cut that into the layer below and it will stay in your cardstock. So this is done into a panel, but you might choose to actually cut that in as the front of your very card and have that as an aperture on there if you prefer. Of course, if you team both dies together, then you're going to be able to trim that out and have it as a freestanding item. The oval die is also great for being able to cut another colour to go underneath that panel. So there's so many ways in which you're going to be able to layer this one together. Now on this card, I've used our lovely wood grain embossing folder. I've brushed a white ink pad over the top of it just to highlight the texture. I've been working here with our Night Sky Navy cardstock and our Polar White cardstock. I've then brought in some of our lovely foliage leaves from Jamie Rodgers Crafts, and I've also brought in the new Cosmos die to make our flowers on here. I've taken some pearls and I've coloured them in with an alcohol marker just to tone them down to the blue to match in with the rest of the project. So very simple, very easy card to create. Moving on to our second example, This time I've bought in our thank you die again, and I've used the outside oval and the filigree panel to cut this one out. I've then teamed this with a solid white oval cut from just the outside edge, and then added underneath this the pierced oval. Now I'm trying to remember because I've got a bit of a memory like a fish, but this one come with, I believe, the snowflake lattice die of the week a few weeks ago. Again, teaming these products up throughout the different dies of the weeks works really nicely. I've then added the forget-me-not flower onto the edge here and the same foliage, and on the corners I've gone for our lovely Regal Corner die set again by Rodgers Crafts, and I've cut this from our lovely Mirror card. I've also used our Romantic Red and our Polar White cardstock, but I really like that. I think that's quite a lovely romantic style card. Maybe a thank you for an anniversary present or a wedding present, or maybe a Christmas thank you. You know, after Christmas has gone, we need to send our thank you cards out for our presents and our entertainment and our bits and spending time with our family. But you don't always want to go too heavily with a Christmas theme, do you? But this little touch of red and gold might be that nice subtle sort of bridge between Christmas and that sort of more general theme. Then we move on to this one. So again, very simple to do. I've cut the thank you out again with the outside oval and the filigree panel, then cut just the oval out of our Night Sky Navy card to back that one onto. In the background, I've used our Cosmos, no I haven't, I'm going off on a tangent. I've used our Floral Lace Collection lace flower stamps. That's the ones. And I've stamped them across the background randomly, bringing in the same lace collection butterflies from the butterfly set, just breaking that up. And then I've added little gold gems in to tie in with the gold in the thank you and the gold in the layer below. But a really simple, fun, easy one to create and do. Then moving on, so it's very similar to our first card, but playing around with some different colours and different embossing folder. Love this folder because it's so pretty. It's got this gorgeous detail on it, which is really great to go in and add pearls and gems to the centres on if you wish to. This time cutting the oval out of the panel, of course, same with this one by the way, cut your oval out before you emboss it, don't emboss it then cut your oval, because you're going to squidge your embossing back down and you're going to lose that texture and that depth. So cut out, then emboss, then I've cut again from the thank you panel, the filigree panel out of white and sunk that below this panel. Then I've added some of our raven black below that one. I've gone in for our lovely gracious leaves and I've brought in our Cosmos flower once again to add on to the top of this one and teaming this with our white and black cardstock. Then to give you a different idea, so we've mentioned this already and we've seen it cut in a couple of times, but I did mention how you could literally take a card blank and cut this directly into the front of your card, which is exactly what I've done here. I've gone for one of our 6x6 craft card blanks and I've cut it directly into the front, and then I've brought in the Cosmos flower and the gracious leaves, and I've gone over the top of the Cosmos flower with our squirrel red quick dry pigment ink pad, which then highlights the texture and depth that's achieved on the flowers. Then we move on and we're going to have a little look at this one. So again, very simple creation, just cutting out the thank you with the outside edge and then again with the outside edge just cutting in the blue, layering the two together. In the background, we've got the Cosmos floral panel die. So one die that's going to go through, cut out this complete background for you. Very simple and easy to do, and then just a ribbon tied around it. Now with all of these new items, don't forget they launch with Craftmania on Thursday when they're released, so you might have to wait for those till Thursday if you would like to get hold of the new Cosmos flowers, the Cosmos backgrounds, bits like that, when they're released to all of our Rodgers Craft stockists. Then our last card to share with you, showing a slightly different idea again this time, but again very simplistic for our thank you, just cutting that one out again, using the outside edge in the pink and then using just the outside edge to cut it out of white and then layering the two together. I've brought in our elegant butterflies, I've brought in this gorgeous flower, this is the stitched flower from John Next Door, and I've teamed that on top of my oval heart die that I did with Creative Expressions. So again, bringing lots of different pieces together, but showing how that's going to work very nicely. To share with you 7 examples of what you could be creating with your thank you die. But to be honest, this is such a general die that I have a feeling you could make 1,000 cards and still have many more ideas on what you're going to be creating with this die. And it's a great time to get hold of it while we've got it on special offer. As I say, it should be £8.99, but it's on offer for just £4 at the moment if it's one you'd like to grab hold of. Pop onto the website www.craftmaniacrafts.com and have a little look under the Die of the Week tab. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.